Hi Cancer, welcome to your reading for the 13th to the 19th of April 2020. Hope you are all well, keeping safe, staying sane and looking after yourselves. We'll get straight into this reading to see how this week is going to go for you. Let's see if we can get any messages. Now bearing in mind that this is a general reading, it may not resonate with everybody. But take what you can. Hopefully there'll be some insight. I'm just really in awe of how everybody around the world, especially in my country and in my community, have really rallied together to look after one another and do the right thing. And it's times like these that we realise just how together we are as a race, and that we really have got the best interests for each other and for the world collectively. So yeah, just a shout out to that and just how amazing that has been. Okay, so the overall energy for your reading, Cancer, is new beginnings. Yay. So there's some, you've come to a point where it has been a completion. There has been a closing off, and now you're stepping into a new time, a new beginning. Now that one is you, that's the individual. So this is really about you as a person. Now with the orange, we've got some finding yourself on, in a deeper way. So you're really starting to learn about who you are, which is lovely. And then you've got patience. So, and this is crossing it. So you got number 2. So that is saying balance to bring yourself into balance. So it's patience to bring yourself into balance. So you need to really just give yourself some time and don't try to rush it. And if you feel like you're not getting there, you're definitely moving in the right direction. You wouldn't have a new beginnings card if that really wasn't the case. But just be a little patient with yourself there, Cancer. And still on the overall energy, we've got the exemplar of the arrows. So yes, you're coming into your own, you're finding your own, understanding of yourself and what really fills your heart and what makes you feel, good about yourself. What's crossing that is exemplar of the pipe. So yeah, you have this way about you now, this aura about you now that shows people that you are really happy within your own skin. You have, your mind is open, it's clear, it's you have an understanding of how you are putting everything together. Wow, you're in a good space there, Cancer. And this is your mindset. So here we have spiritual career. This is coming up a lot this week. So, I think with things that have been going on is that, people are looking more into what you can do as far as, reaching out past that, that doorstep and the need to connect, to be able to just, a lot of people are wanting to send healing out to the earth, to everybody, and there's that because of the insecurity that is in people, as a whole, people are looking to see what's more, what is the real reason, what is the purpose, and things like that. So you may have found that in your mind that this is a good time for you to connect into a spiritual career. And here you have the 3 arrows, because there's been that, it's that heartache. And so that's what I was talking about, where our hearts are sad for where we've come and how far we've come. And we look at the smog that's lifted and the peace and that ability to connect back with family and just really start to put things into perspective. So you're in a beautiful space, and here we have compassion. And, you know, there are a few signs that have had exactly almost the same cards, which is really interesting in this time. So compassion, so that's really, you know, this is coming from a higher level for you. You know, this is an elevated level spiritually, is that, you know, really starting to feel that collective soul energy, that you know, that being able to pull it all together, to be able to give out to all and sundry, you know. And compassion is really about seeing how others are doing and how hard it is for others, and just really coming from a heart space there, but from a very elevated view, which is nice. And then we've got the Five of Bowls. So, you know, you and this is the basis of you reading these two cards, and you may be feeling, Cancer, that you aren't able to give what you want to give because, you know, the situation has allowed it. Or perhaps, you know, you're a little bit worried that, you know, you want to help and you want to you know, reach out, but you're not sure how that will be interpreted. And in the past, you've had self-discipline, so, you know, you have been holding yourself back a little bit. You have been waiting for the right time to make a move, and you know, you've been just working on making a firm structure. You know, maybe in the last couple of weeks since this all started, you know, you found that you have really been focused on, you know, just creating. And oh yeah, the sun. Oh, that's beautiful. So we have this, we have the rebirth here. So, you know, that's bringing in that happier time. So, you know, you've been working hard to sort of keep. So what this is telling me is that you've been working hard to keep your spirits up, to keep everybody, you know, G'd up, to sort of say, you know, let's just make the best of this. Let's make the most of this. Let's see the sunny side of this. Very compassionate soul, Cancer. Now, there's your immediate future, and that is that domestic harmony. So, of course, yes. So that's why you've been doing this, because you want to keep your, you know, your family, your home, your, you know, your immediate bubble, you know, harmonized and keep it in balance. And we've got the 4 and 6 is 10. So you're wanting to keep it at that, where you keep looking for new ways to do things. You keep looking at new ways of, you know, communicating, connecting, loving. You know, this is communication. This is love. This is heart space. So, you know, you are really pulling that together. And here we have a death card, which is sunset. So that's the 13th. So, you know, with the new beginnings here, we have to have an ending. So, you know, there has been some transformation. So you've been doing things differently. You know, within the home, you've been looking at things differently. You've been, you know, maybe changing your routine, changing how you approach things, you know, and with the 1 and the 3, so, you know, you have used your own individuality and your ability to manifest and create and bring in, you know, the energies and the vibrations that's going to benefit everybody. So that's beautiful, a beautiful next step there. And here you are, karmic completion. Yeah, another one. Yeah, beautiful card. This, I love this, because this means that, you know, you have completed a cycle. And when we come into this lifetime, we come in with karmic contracts that can last. They can last a lifetime and go into the next, or that can be for a short time. And, you know, this is a contract that you've made with either yourself or with another, and that's, you know, and you've, this part of your journey up until this point in your life is to complete that contract, to sort of do what needs to be done. And you know how you can meet somebody and I've known them all my life, and you just have that instant rapport, but something happens and then you're no longer friends, or you're no longer together. You think, well, that's weird, but that is an example of a karmic contract. And then the 6 of Bowls. So yes, so this part of this karmic contract, or karmic completion, is that you're going to look back at something that has gone behind, and we've got it would appear that it is a relationship of sorts. Now, it doesn't have to be with a significant other. It can be with a family member. It can be with a friend, with a group of people, but you've got family here. So there is something that's gone on behind you, Cancer, that has been family oriented, and that's made you think back on that and you know, be a little bit nostalgic. But that's so that's you at the moment. Now, with you in this situation, is this has allowed you to grow. And so through those experiences, you have grown and grown and evolved and evolved. And once again, we've got the crown chakra colour here. So we've got you've elevated yourself. You've got a deeper perspective on things. And you've got another exemplar. So exemplar of stone. So look at that. Wow, you are really bringing in the harvest there. Look at the cornucopia, which is wealth. You've got the harvest there. You've got look at the bling on the fingers, and around the neck and that, and just all dolled up. And yeah, really, you're really coming into your own now, Cancer. It's beautiful. Now, your hopes and fears are that that's the creativity. So you're hoping that you can continue to bring in bring in your self-esteem, increase your self-worth, just all that sort of, those feelings of who you are, and the solar plexus chakra colour, which is the yellow, is all about creativity. And also the goddess number 3 is creativity. So you're really wanting to just sort of just keep that momentum going, keeping that vibration going, so that you can, you can radiate, that happiness, that feeling of feeling good about yourself, and really being able to get things going. And here we have the power lodge of the pipe. So that's everyone being on the same page. That's you wanting to sort of get your thoughts out there to everybody, to get how you feel out there to everybody, and just bring it all together. Look at the family there. So the outcome for your reading: be proud of who you are, be proud of what you've done, be proud of how far you've come, Cancer, because this is the 1, 9 is the 10, which is that completion again. So have pride in where you've, just what you have achieved, because you have come a long way. You really, have to find that deep feeling of contentment, of peace, of that connection to self, because this is what this is about. You stand up and you own that space. And here we have the Hierophant. So we have the Peacemaker. So, and this is the outcome of your reading. So you will be able to teach people. You will be able to communicate like you wanted to do here in your hopes and fears. And you will be able to pass on your wisdom to the others in your circle. You'll also be able to, to have learnt from your lessons, because the Hierophant is about lessons learned as well, And, that experience is going to be what you will pass on. And you've got the 5 there, which is the freedom and change. So there will be a lot of change going on, but you're going to find so much freedom from it. Beautiful. From a vibrational energy level, Cancer, you're in a great space. That this week you're going to really come into your own, and that's going to be for a lot of people, because what, we've kind of like held on for the last couple of weeks with everything that's been happening, and just really got ourselves used to it, and now we are at a point where we can expand on that. Utilize the experiences and put some deep thought into it. I'm just going to pull one more card. This is the angel that's going to be with you this week, walking with you, supporting you, giving you the benefit of their energy. Okay, so a win-win outcome is forecast. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. So, yeah, balance. So, yeah, this will all come right, Cancer. Whatever you've been working towards, whatever's been happening around you, it's all going to balance out, and everybody is going to benefit from this. Beautiful. And then we have higher ground. So, yes, you're going to be elevated. You're going to be more balanced. You've got the 2 there. You're going to find that you can actually rise above anything that might, pettiness or obstacles, or they seeming challenges and things like that. You will really be able to, and we talked about the elevator view before, and this is that elevator view, is that you're really going to be able to see things from a different viewpoint. And you've got the angel Jophiel with you this week, so meditation. So yes, so reach, take some time out just to be quiet, just to sit and just see what comes through, and find that connection to yourself. Go, to bring yourself into alignment with you and with the universe and with, with everything that is around you, because we are just part of the universal, life force. And so you are going to be, really connecting in with that energy, and that's really beautiful, because that's going to allow you to be more elevated, to expand more, to evolve more. So you're going to have a beautiful week. Very, very beautiful vibrations going on there, Cancer, and I'm just asking that you stay safe, stay sane, and just look after yourself and your family and your loved ones and people in your bubble. And just, we'll talk next time. So take care. Bye.